This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, on the eve of Election Day, we'll talk with one of our political analysts about the big day. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI on SSPTV, your home for 24 hours of hometown news and information. You can now watch FYI late night on SSPTV at midnight, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and 6 a.m. Plus, we are online all the time at SSPTV.com. Let's start with headlines now from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. One person has been arrested and 2 others are in custody after an armed home invasion in Hazleton. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, 20-year-old Deshaun Murray of West Green Street in Hazleton was charged with aggravated assault, burglary, possession with intent to deliver, and robbery, all felonies. Another man and a juvenile are in custody awaiting charges. It stems from a home invasion around 11:15 last night. Hazleton police were called to an apartment building at 841 West 1st Street for a report of males with firearms inside a home. The victim was found inside an apartment bleeding from his head. He was holding his 3-year-old son. He told police that he was in the living room with his son when he heard someone kicking his back door. The 3 males entered the apartment. 2 had guns and began hitting him in the face with their fists and guns while asking where the money was located. Police quickly took all 3 suspects into custody. Murray is also on parole and had other warrants for his arrest. You can read the entire story at standardspeaker.com. Fire struck a Hazleton home this morning. The call came in around 9:40 a.m. for a house fire at 3032 West Maple Street. Smoke could be seen coming from the structure. A second call was made for additional firefighters. Maple Street between Wyoming and Laurel Streets was closed to traffic. The Hazleton Area School District and the City of Hazleton have teamed up to prevent after-school fights that have been disrupting the public and causing damage. Last Tuesday, Mayor Jeff Cassat and City Police Chief Jerry Speziale met with school district officials to discuss and coordinate a plan to address and prevent the problem. They visited numerous classrooms to inform students of the consequences and the seriousness of the issue. Then on Friday, Hazleton Police, in collaboration with the district, received information about a potential fight after school. Hazleton police units were assigned to the area. 2 16-year-old male juveniles were taken into custody in the 500 block of Lincoln Street and charged for obstructing highways and other public passages. They were taken to Hazleton headquarters, cited, and released to an adult. The Hazleton police say that they plan to continue to enforce the law and protect the residents and their property. Tomorrow is the big day, Election Day 2016, and the candidates are campaigning up to the last minute. Donald Trump is expected back in Scranton. A rally is scheduled to take place at Lackawanna College at 5:30 p.m. This is just one of several stops the Republican nominee has made in our area in the Keystone State. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton will also be campaigning here in the Keystone State. She will be joined by her husband and President and First Lady Michelle Obama at an event in Philadelphia. Meanwhile, Vice President Joe Biden was in Scranton yesterday. SSPTV political analyst Charles McElwee believes that the many visits to Pennsylvania show how important of a role our state is expected to play in electing the next president of the United States.
Well, I think for northeastern Pennsylvania, it could very well determine the outcome of the race during on the election, especially in Luzerne County, certainly a bellwether county for what we may see between Trump and Hillary. And at the state level, I think we're looking at a surprise. The polls are narrowing, and it looks like that Pennsylvania, with its 20 electoral college votes, may determine the outcome of this election.
Meanwhile, SSPTV will once again bring you the area's most comprehensive local election coverage. Join the area's most experienced election analysts, Sam Lassant Sr., Michael DeCosmo, Rick Morelli, and Charles McElwee will be joined by Schuylkill County District Attorney Christine Holman for election night coverage beginning at 8 p.m. tomorrow right here on SSPTV. There's also a question on tomorrow's ballot. It reads, shall the Pennsylvania Constitution be amended to require that justices of the Supreme Court, judges, and magisterial district judges be retired on the last day of the calendar year in which they attain the age of 75 years? The Pennsylvania Constitution currently requires that, and that they retire on that last day of the calendar year. Oh no, the Pennsylvania Constitution, currently requires that they be retired on the last day of the calendar year in which they attain the age of 70. And your help is needed to ensure that all those who are without a home for this winter have the necessities of life. The Giving Shelter campaign, sponsored by SSPTV, our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, Catholic Social Services, and the United Way of Greater Hazleton, continues through November 21st. Lisa Sugart sat down with Neil Alberto, the Executive Director of Catholic Social Services, the organization that runs the Divine Providence Shelter, to talk about the shelter and how it is helping those in need.
When folks come, if someone is in need, they come, they go through an interview process, and it's welcoming right from the start. Our program coordinator, Mary Jo Pencala, actually very giving, nurturing person, so that's the first individual that they would meet, and explaining the whole process of what the sheltering is all about, what the rules, what the expectations are. An individual can stay up to 30 days. Under special circumstances, that might be extended a little bit. And the rules, regulations are there for everybody's protection and safety first and foremost. But it doesn't end there. And again, there's a meal that's provided, volunteers coming in to help provide those meals, and we're so grateful for those individuals who have been doing this for quite a few months now. But what we try to do would be to connect individuals through supportive services to employment, education, and part of the intake application shows specifically what those needs might be. And so they're encouraged to do that. It's an opportunity, and we would hope that individuals take advantage of that opportunity.
Well, as you're seeing the people come in, you're noticing that a lot of them are in need of certain items. You told me socks. People come in, they don't have socks. They don't, now with the weather getting colder, they don't have the proper things to keep them warm, gloves, a scarf. So these are the type of items that Giving Shelter, the campaign that is underway, are looking for right now. So again, remind our viewers of all the items they can donate in the boxes.
We're looking again, you had mentioned, and it keeps coming back, socks. Keeping those feet warm and everything is so vital, because we're also looking at health, and promoting good health there. But again, the paper products are so important. The blankets, umbrellas, especially with the way the weather's changing right now, being out in the elements. Those types of things that would help to keep individuals, especially during the day, warm and protected and whatnot. That's primarily what we're looking at through this.
Again, the campaign goes until November 21st. If you can volunteer or provide meals for the shelter, call Catholic Social Services at 570-455-1521. The local chapter of the Lupus Foundation is hosting a support group meeting on Tuesday. As always, everyone is welcome. Things will start at 7 p.m. at the Bowl Arena in West Hazleton. The group meets on the second Tuesday of every month. For more information, contact Cynthia Donlin at 570-956-0072. Coming up on FYI, we'll have high school football playoff results and big news from the state cross country championships. And after this break, it's our weekly segment that helps you stay in shape. Take a trip to Core Fitness in Hazleton next on your 24-hour hometown news and information station.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hi guys, it's Monday and I'm Christy Book. I want to welcome you back to Core Fitness, and I'm here with my business partner Kim Slesser. Hello. And tonight we're going to talk to you about something that we're really excited about, and that is Body Shred. So you might say, what is Body Shred? Well, Body Shred is actually a licensed fitness through one of the biggest names in the fitness industry, which is Jillian Michaels, who I'm sure that you know as America's toughest trainer. So Kim and Stephanie and I all went for our certification in Body Shred, and we are currently offering that here at Core Fitness. and we're pretty proud to offer it 3 days a week. So, Body Shred, what is it, you ask? It's based on a 3-2-1 principle, and Kim's gonna explain what that is.
You have circuits that are broken down into 3 sections. You have a strength section, you have a cardio section, and you have an active recovery section. So you have 3 minutes of strength, 2 minutes of cardio, 1 minute of active recovery. And this is in 4 circuits that you do throughout the half-hour workout. And it's intense, quick, and effective.
And it sounds pretty gimmicky, but there's a lot of science actually that this is based on. So this is true HIIT training that also combines plyometrics, cardio, ab, and core strength all in one workout that's truly just 26 minutes, okay? So you have a 3-minute warm-up and a 3-minute cool down, so I guess that makes it 24 minutes, right?
And we have 6 minutes of strength and
so the strength section can be anything that can be repeated with some resistance. It's meant to be at about 85% of your target heart rate. You're going to repeat 3 exercises twice, and then we have 2 minutes of true 100% all-out HIIT training, high-intensity interval training, and then you have a 1-minute active recovery, which follows a 4-circuit philosophy. So HIIT training, we already know, burns extra calories when we're done. So this type of workout, when done 2 or 3 times a week, can actually continue your fat burning and your calorie burning for up to 48 hours after each workout. So we've designed it into the schedule so that you get it Monday, Tuesday, or Friday, right? So we have it 3 days a week, and you can do it all 3 days and have enough to carry you over to your next workout. It's something great to introduce into your plan. You can start at a very basic level, or you can go all the way up to a level 3, which is what our instructor Stephanie teaches, a little bit of a higher level than Kim or I do.
we do modify each exercise so it's accessible for anyone who does join the class. So don't be afraid to try it, even if you're at a level 1.
So if you want more information on this or any of the other programs that we offer here at CORE, you can call 455-7818 for staffed hours or any other information. Thanks, and we'll see you next Monday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
The work week is looking pretty good weather-wise. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight clear with a low around 35 degrees. We'll have a calm wind. For Election Day, to get out there and vote, it's looking very nice. Sunny with a high near 61 and a calm wind. Tuesday night, we have a 40% chance of showers, mainly after 11 p.m. Our low will be 44 degrees. Wednesday, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, high near 51. Wednesday night will be partly cloudy. We'll get down to 34 degrees. Thursday, mostly sunny, high near 49. Thursday night, mostly clear, low of 38. On Veterans Day, mostly sunny, high near 50. And then Friday night, partly cloudy, we'll have a low of 30 degrees.
I am pleased to be joined by Matt Connolly, who is running for Congress in the 17th Congressional District, fresh off a taping of the Sam Lassant Show here in our studios today. Mr. Connolly, I guess, first of all, I know you ran before, and that was unsuccessful, but you decided you were still going to be persistent and come back. So how is the campaign going this time?
Campaign's going very well. I ran in 2014, didn't win the primary, but sometimes when you still feel you have something to offer, you don't want to give up. So the campaign's going quite well. We're in all 6 counties, meeting lots of people, being on the radio, being on Sam's show, getting the message out. I think it's going to be pretty good.
Was there one issue, or what was it that pushed you that you wanted to run for Congress?
Oh, without question, Obamacare. When that was enacted, I realized that is a structural change between the relationship the government has with its people. Instead of a doctor and a patient, there's now the doctor, the patient, and the government in the room. And I'm really going to work to repeal that, replace it with something so much better. We can see with people's premiums going up 53% in Pennsylvania, it's not working. It's never worked.
What do you hear mostly from the people when you go out campaigning? What are their concerns?
Well, the Obamacare thing, what they have told me is they have the illusion of insurance. They said they thought they had insurance until the deductible was so large that their out-of-pocket was that they couldn't even afford to see the doctor. The economy, you know, another aspect of Obamacare was how it affects workers as far as their hours. you can't have more than 29 and a half hours in certain companies because Obamacare kicks in and the company can't afford it. So you can't have a career anymore. You have to have multiple part-time jobs to make a living, and you can't get anywhere in life with part-time jobs. They're good as a stopgap, but people want careers. They want to sink their teeth into an industry or a job that they can grow with, make more money, advance, climb the ladder. That's all gone away.
We see the national candidates coming here to Pennsylvania.
Yes.
How crucial of a role will Pennsylvania play in this election?
Pennsylvania is going to be very big. I'm a big Trump supporter, and I'm a Trump supporter for a reason. If an insider can fix Washington, it would have been fixed long ago. Donald Trump is a true outsider. He's not even really that political, but I believe him to be a very true patriotic American who cares deeply about this country. And he's going to make the kind of changes, and specifically the non-poll driven, tough decisions that we need to turn things around. Because honestly, the folks in Congress, they go by the polls, they're afraid about getting reelected. Donald Trump doesn't care. He doesn't need this job. So by saying all that, I believe he's going to win Pennsylvania. I am at all the counties, the 6 counties in the 17th district. I've been to the fairs and the local events, and the people who come up to our booths and want Trump signs and Trump banners and Trump pins, and they're like, I haven't voted in 20 years, but if she gets in, it's over. These are the people the polls aren't counting. And this is going to show up on election night. They're going to say, where did this huge Trump vote come from? It's from all the people who don't normally vote.
All right, well, we will wait and see how, in fact, it does play out. We ask you to do your part and get out and vote on November 8th.
Thanks, Lisa. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers now. Pick 2, 6, 3, pick 3, 6, 4, 4, pick 4, 7, 2, 9, 4, and pick 5, 8, 0, 8, 8, 8. Lots of 8s. When we come back, lots of sports results from the PIAA State Cross Country Championships and so much more.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
What a weekend of local sports I'm going to tell you all about, and then maybe someone can email me and explain the mannequin challenge. I felt very old when I saw the Penn State football team doing it. I was asking my wife why they weren't moving. Was something wrong with the TV? Should we move the antenna, blow in the cable box? Enough of that. To the PIAA State Cross Country Championships, District 11 Single A champion Tina Caparel finished 5th at the state Single A meet. She crossed the finish line in 19 minutes and 26 seconds. This is the junior's 3rd state medal. She placed 16th as a freshman and 18th as a sophomore. Her team was running with her, and the Marion Phillies, who won the District 11 team championship, placed 15th at states. In the state's doubles tennis playoffs, Hazleton area's Stephanie Mazurek and Lily Nowak got the school's first ever tennis win in the PIAA playoffs. They beat a team from Altoona, and then they lost to a team from Fox Chapel, ending another great season for the duo and the whole Hazleton area girls tennis team. The Hazleton area girls and boys soccer teams lost in the District 2 4A title games. The boys lost in overtime to Delaware Valley. 2 of our local teams are moving on in the District 11 football playoffs. Marion beat Tri-Valley on Friday behind a 94-yard rushing effort from Mike Neary. They will face Williams Valley in the District 11 Single A title game on Friday. North Schuylkill moved on to the AAA semifinals against number 1 seed Notre Dame Green Pond this Saturday. The Spartans beat Jim Thorpe. Major Jordan had 241 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns in the victory. In the AA playoffs, Tamaqua lost to Penn Argyl, and in the state AA playoffs, the back to Single A playoffs, Monoy area fell to Schuylkill Haven. Hazleton area lost to Williamsport in the District 2/4 6A playoffs. The Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins won 3 straight over the weekend, beating Binghamton and Bridgeport and then knocking off Providence in a shootout. Ron Marchetti is pumped up for this upcoming weekend of college football already. Here's Trivia Treats.
The day after tomorrow will be the 70th anniversary of a titanic college football game between the 2 very best football powers in the nation, which is still remembered as the Battle of the Century. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Treats. Exactly 77 decades ago, over 74,000 fans packed in the Yankee Stadium November 9th, 1946 to witness number 1 and number 2 clash. Number 1 Army, which had racked up 25 straight wins without a loss. Meanwhile, Notre Dame had returned to form, winning its first 5 games by a combined score of 177-18. Army had defeated Notre Dame in 1944, 59-0, and in 1945, 48-0. But the war was over, and the Fighting Irish were back to full strength, led by quarterback Johnny Lujack, Notre Dame coach Frank Leahy, and Army coach Earl Blake, who both took over their teams in 1941, actually disliked each other. ND in particular was riled up. Time magazine declared that the school was a holy crusade. Students created SPATNC, which meant Society for the Prevention of Army's third national championship. They chanted 59-48, this is the year we retaliate. Ticket sales created mayhem. Tickets with a face value of $3.30 were scalped for $200, the equivalent of paying $6,000 for a $100 seat today. Notre Dame closed practices to reporters and even parents. The team was so fearful of Army spies that they only ran the most basic plays when planes flew overhead. Mother of God! On the field that day were four past and future Heisman Trophy winners: Doc Blanchard, Glenn Davis, Johnny Lujack, and Leon Hart, and more than a dozen All-Americans, an assemblage never, ever again equaled. Each team had numerous opportunities to kick field goals, but both teams were too proud while attempting to convert fourth downs instead when in the red zone. One outstanding play that will always be highlighted is when Army's Blanchard broke into the clear late in the third quarter and headed for glory with only one man to beat, but that one man was Lujack, who made the game-saving tackle. If that game did not end 0-0, who would ever still talk about it? That scoreless game still ranks very high on the list of all-time classics. Those same two teams will meet this Saturday in San Antonio, Texas. However, the stakes won't be anywhere near the same. Army is 5-4, and Notre Dame is 3-6. Please vote tomorrow, and please stay loose.
Mondays can be a big headache. Well, cheer up with Bottleneck's Little Neck Clam Special, $1.95 a dozen in melted butter.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Rotary Club of Hazleton is holding its 14th annual poinsettia sale now through Wednesday, November 16th. Orders can be taken from any Rotary Club member or by calling 570-454-8706. Plants will arrive at Genetti's Catering Wednesday, November 30th at noon, and all proceeds benefit the Rotary Club Community Services projects. And finally, St. John Bosco Church will be holding a pasta and meatball dinner Tuesday, November 8th from 4 to 7 p.m. Cost is $10 for adults and $5 for children 10 and under. Eat-in or takeout is available. St. John Bosco Church is located on Route 93 in Sugarloaf, and for more info, just call 570-788-1997. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Shirley Janet Long Callis, formerly of Hazleton. Funeral is Wednesday at 11 a.m. from the Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. Veronica Marie D. Casadas of Hazleton. Mass is Friday at 10 a.m. in the Holy Rosary Church. Friends may call Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. The Furo Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Luis Serafini of Hazel Township. Mass is Saturday at 10 a.m. in the Holy Name of Jesus Parish at Transfiguration Church. Friends may call Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. The Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Ann M. Bindis of Hazleton. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. from the Holy Rosary Church. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Mary Ann Jakubik of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. And James McBride of Hazleton. Services will be announced. Also tonight, in loving memory and happy 50th birthday in heaven to Jane Lynn Brotzman. Truly missing you every day. Love from your sisters and brothers.
Election night coverage, Your Vote 2016 starts at 8 p.m. on SSPTV, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. We'll see you on Election Day. Take it easy, everyone.